Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the shop. Boy, we've had some cold weather here the last couple of days. See, on Friday, it was 32 below. That's Fahrenheit. So it's been pretty brutal. Been fighting frozen water lines and cars that don't start. But we got through all that. It's warmed up now. It's just about, 34, I guess, is what the thermometer said when I come out. So it's warming up. Got a fire built here in the shop, and just trying to get it warmed up enough for the lights to come on. But I've got a snow blower here we're going to go through. I picked this up just before Christmas from a lady here in town, and she wanted me to get it running and she was going to sell it. So I just bought it off her. It looks like a pretty good snow blower. It's an older one. She said the last time it was running was when my dad fixed it, and so hasn't run for 9.5 years. So the oil looks good and it's got good compression. The carburetor's all locked up on it. I can't move the choke or anything, so I went online and picked a carburetor up for it, and it's 10 horse Tecumseh, and but it's just a pull start. So I've got a electric start for it, so we'll be putting that on. But it's still a little dark in here to be filming, so I'll bring you back when we get the place warmed up, and we'll go over this snow blower and see just what we got to do to it to get it running. So come along. All right, here's this snow blower, Snapper, 10 horse, Tecumseh, pull start. It's going to be, I checked on the motor, and the motor was built in the 4th year. So by the wear and tear on this, I'm thinking like 84. Could be 94 if it was worked good and hard, but there's quite a bit of wear on it. The cutting edge, I looked at in there, and the cutting edge is wore off uneven. This shoe on this side's wore out. Other than that, the body doesn't look bad. There's a good heavy bar underneath. This is really built strong. Tire chains instead of knobby tires. The oil didn't look too bad. Needs to be changed, so it has been run a little bit since the last time the oil was changed on it. The lady said, like I was telling you, that my dad was the last one to have this running, and he passed away in 07. So that kind of gives us an idea how long this is sat. The carburetor, I looked at it, and it's all gummed up and won't move. Let me pop you off the tripod and we'll take a look at that. All right. See if we can do a shaky walk around here. So, like I said, it doesn't have a starter on it, electric start. We get over here to the carburetor side, and the choke I can just barely move it. So that's pretty stiff, and got some baling wire and stuff hanging around. So we'll go ahead. I got a new carburetor, and the tires seem to hold air. I only had to pump one up, and it's been pumped up for 3 weeks now, saying it's staying good. Everything needs to be lubed on it. Got some bushings I got to find. But everything's here, and this was I don't know if you can get the model of that engine, HM100. So that's the deal, and then the series, that 4 is the year. 142 is the Julian date, So I think that works out to be like May 2nd. And I believe D is the assembly line. So, and this HM right here is a horizontal shaft, medium frame, and the 100 is actually 10.0 cubic inch. So, but the model of the actual machine from Snapper is right there. See if it'll focus. Yeah, and the 10301, the 10 is horsepower, 30 is the 30 inch cut, and the 1 I think is a series number is what it come up with. So, but that's what it is. Said it had a electric starter kit, and I did find a parts book for the engine, but they said the starter kit listed in that book was obsolete. But I had worked on another big Tecumseh and had to put a drive gear on the starter, so I went through that and checked and cross-checked, and it's for that size motor. So I went online and picked it up. Here's the motor. It's a 110, comes with a cord, all the mounting hardware. So that looks like a pretty good deal. I think it was like $65 on Amazon. So that works out pretty good. And then I got the carburetor, brand new carburetor, and it came with a new primer line and a filter. Of course, I won't need the filter. Primer button, a gasket, and I think that was all around 18 on Amazon. So so this ought to get going pretty easy. We'll go ahead and start tearing into this, and I guess the first step is make sure this thing will run, and then we can go out and blow some stone. Alright, put you back on the tripod and we'll start tearing into this.